Hey guys, do you want to watch an Italian horror movie about aliens and extreme violence?
That's it?
I made up one of those.
Oh, wow.
The actual keywords from IMDb are extreme violence, which I agree with.
Yeah.
Italian cinema, Italian horror, German cinema.
Yeah. No, the answer is yes.
We watched them. Yes. If you do, then Contamination is for you.
Mm.
It was 1980.
I'm gonna try 1980.
Also known as Alien Contamination.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This is Brand's pick.
Brand, you're a piece of shit.
I'm very sorry. I didn't know. If I would have known, I still would have picked it, but I would have been more prepared myself.
Brand, do you recommend this? What are we drinking first?
Yes. Brand, you bought it? Go ahead.
Yeah. This would be Barreled Treasure, Cellar Series, Imperial Stout by Odell Brewing Company, barrel aged with cold brew coffee.
Oh, I actually do get that.
Yeah, you can taste it. Yeah. A reward of hidden bliss awaits the intrepid explorer whose liquid journey brings them to barreled treasure. An imperial stout aged in both bourbon and rum barrels.
I taste a rum barrel.
And awakened with a hefty dose of coffee. Yeah.
I'm really getting slivers from that wood.
Barreled Treasure has a luscious, complex profile packed with aromas and flavors of a rich espresso, black strap molasses, and baker's chocolate. Your riches await.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's pretty tasty.
It is.
11%.
Mm-hmm.
What's like red wine?
Red wine.
I fucking hate that song
Me
so
too.
much.
Yes. Yeah. I don't.
Red wine. Very fine. Is it a bunch of white guys too?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes it cool.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's.
I forget what red wine is as far as.
For some reason, I'll say 15, but
It's
that's
strong.
probably-
I was gonna say-
It is. Red wine's strong, man.
I mean, I'm thinking like of the old granddad whiskey that I had last
yeah,
night.
yeah.
Definitely not that.
Well, it's not going to be, of course, but yeah, red wine. Yeah,
Shots
it's
of
strong.
wine.
Yeah. I'm not a red wine. It gives me headaches. I can't drink it.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe you're
Even
not drinking the right kind.
Yeah,
I
I need a sweeter red wine or drier
I
red
couldn't
wine.
even tell you because it's been so long since I've had one.
It's the
I'll need,
phosphates.
well, yeah, I need like an aerator, one of those aerators.
Was that disruptive, Mr. Oliver?
Exactly. Yep, exactly.
Oh, that's a lot of video references I need to find. We talked about the beer. Oh, so Brand, do you recommend this? Contamination from 1980.
No. No.
Brian, do you recommend this?
The first time ever. So it's like an unwritten rule that we don't talk about the movies prior to us recording. And I broke that rule for the first time ever because this movie is such a hunk of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you did keep it vague. You just called Brand a piece of shit.
Yeah. I was like, fair.
I had to watch this over multiple sessions.
Yeah, I did in one sitting. I don't recommend it, by the way.
Yeah.
I watched it in one sitting, and multiple times I was like, I want to stop this right now.
Yeah.
In fact, like I originally had like 2 full pages of notes.
Oh, wow.
But then I looked and realized half of it was just me like, I hate this. Why is it still going?
Yeah.
This movie sucks.
I realized I'm like, I haven't written anything down. Like, and I was like, I got to at least put something here. It was tough to get through.
Plot summary for people who have not seen Contamination.
Yeah.
All of you.
An astronaut, a colonel, and a Brooklyn detective trek goo-squirting eggs to their source. A one-eyed monster.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, one-eyed monster squirts those eggs with the goo.
Actually,
I guess.
You're pretty spot on.
And yeah, for our viewers, this movie is available on YouTube and Amazon Prime.
Yes, which I ended up. So I watched the first half on YouTube, and then once you said it was on Amazon, I watched it on there. So the quality was a little bit better.
Yeah. That's it. I started watching it, and like as soon as I started playing, I like pressed a little like cog wheel, and
Just adjust the quality.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the beginning is still really bad.
Yeah.
I was like, oh
Yeah.
I like how they had to show. Oh, here's the World Trade Centers. Here's Statue of Liberty. We're in New York, guys. Like they had to go to each.
It was
to
every tourist
to
spot.
make sure that the viewer knew. Hey, this is New York. It's not some weird place in Italy. Yeah, you hear that?
If
Hear that, Italy?
if there was one semi-positive thing about this movie was the music by Goblin.
Yes.
And it's not the Goblin. I don't know why it says that in the credits. I think their name's just Goblin. I'm pretty sure. I just pictured it. Music by the Goblin.
Exactly.
Goblin. We need movie for Contamination.
More sip.
Just eating feet.
Oh God.
But here's the thing: it's not even like Goblin's best work.
Well, that's the thing. The soundtrack is good, but I feel like they put like the wrong songs. It's like really like dark, like
Right.
Suspenseful scenes will have like happy music, and then like happy scenes will have like super brooding music. I was like,
it was really weird.
They like mess up the track.
Yeah,
list.
So their music that they did for Suspiria is fucking awesome.
Yes.
Like if you want to ever give
Did
yourself...
they do the remake of Suspiria? Or
No,
the
no,
older
the
one,
Dario
right?
Argento
Okay, I
one.
was
I don't know
gonna
why I'm
say,
pointing back there.
No, Suspiria's great.
Oh, fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever want to give yourself anxiety, like drive like at night and listen to like the Suspiria.
Oh, I couldn't do it. Yeah.
That's a terrible
Just
idea.
drive a little out west, you know, cornfields.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So the overdubbing wasn't horrible when they had those masks on.
Yeah. As soon as they put those masks on, like they have just like whoever was in charge of like overdubbing was like, yeah.
The first, so like when they're in those like hazmat suits and like they're like, going for eggs or looking for eggs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally like
An Easter egg hunt.
15 minutes of just muffled talking.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you don't really know what they're looking for because the ship pulls up.
Yeah.
With like, and there's no one like on deck or anything. So they like quarantine it. And these guys, okay, first off, you don't know what's happening. No one's got a weapon.
No, they have flashlights.
They have flashlights. So I'm like, okay, that's stupid.
Yeah.
And they walk in and so the one guy that was in the cabinet, remember?
Yeah.
How did he get hit with an egg? If he was hiding inside of the cabinet?
Yeah. There is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how did some of this stuff happen?
And that scene drove me nuts because, they like open the closet or whatever.
Yeah.
The dead captain falls down. And then, like, suddenly one of those investigators who knows all the details.
Right, yeah.
He was like, he must have been hiding from something. And,
oh, you could tell by this. He blew up from the inside. It's like, oh, really, dude?
Yeah.
I will say, though, because you said all I have are flashlights. You got to remember, though, when the Ghostbusters went in the subway in Ghostbusters 2, they only had flashlights.
Yeah, but they're the Ghostbusters.
They got weapons.
And that little, like, cup thing.
Right.
To call
Slime!
Yeah.
The river full of slime!
They were hunting ghosts, so no ghost is going to have like an assault rifle. You know what I'm saying? Like you're on a ship. It's like, oh, maybe it was taken over by pirates. You don't know.
I was trying to think of someone dead with an assault rifle so I could be kind of witty, but I couldn't think of anyone.
That would have been kind of neat.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what
If you would have said rifle, I'm like, the ghost of Lee Harvey Oswald.
And also, another thing. After finding that body, wouldn't you be like, oh, crap, let's leave and get back up?
Yeah.
Like, no, let's go explore more. It's like, okay, let's... that was stupid.
Yeah. Okay. So in an attempt to not like go plot point by plot point, how do these eggs work? Because it's like because obviously like when they explode, it's basically like acid and makes people explode.
100% acid.
Oh, is that what they say?
Yeah.
But it's like I don't get the whole.
But do they?
I don't get how aliens reproduce in this.
It was so.
They incubate them, right?
Yeah, from my understanding, when they were up on Mars, that light was the head alien or whatever taking over that dude's body, and then he brought him back from a seed or something, and the seed grew into the actual alien, and that alien laid those eggs. and those eggs need like warm, humid climate to hatch, but you don't see none of them hatch. They just blow up.
Yeah.
So. Because there was that part where he's like, "Oh, we lost another egg."
Yeah,
the babies.
he's like freaking out.
Yeah, and I'm just like, "Well, none of them hatch anyways, bro. Like you're using them as weapons."
But that's what I don't get is, does that Cyclops like eat people, which we see,
Yeah,
and then like lay eggs?
they don't. They just say that it lays eggs, and then you see it eat.
Because like at one point they're like in the jungle or whatever, and they're collecting eggs.
Yeah.
So it's like, do they grow or does the like Cyclops? I don't get how the whole alien ecosystem works.
I don't know.
I did notice the guard with a reverse ass.
What?
So I forget where they're walking into, but there's like a guard like standing at the door, and it must be like where like the pants that he's wearing and where the seam is, but it looks like his like ass is in front. And then it happens again later. I'm like,
that's great. I'm so upset I missed that. Oh, the coffee line.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, with was it the cop that said it, I think? Where they offered the cop some coffee. He's like, oh yeah, it was, because he's like, coffee? I don't drink the stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're a Brooklyn cop in the early 80s and you don't drink coffee? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Oh, the US soldiers, how they were dressed up. They were in the US. Remember that soldier? It looked like Spaceballs.
Why don't I remember this?
Is that the same, the tan outfits?
Yeah. The tan. Yeah, like it's like they look like there was coming out.
I
of
mainly
Spaceballs, dude.
noticed that when they like bust into that warehouse where it's like the three
people
ruffians with all the eggs.
Yeah.
Because they all had like they weren't helmets. They're just like plastic in front of their face, like sneeze guards.
Yeah. No, it was weird. It was like, I guess this is what US soldiers look like.
Yeah.
Put them in this thing.
Yeah.
That was very
And
weird.
the doors were great because they tried to be automatic doors.
Yes.
But you had to hit a button and then wait, and then it would slide.
Yeah. That base, wherever they were, was all about hexagons. Everything, the doors, the lighting, everything was a hexagon.
Yes.
The robot Icemen, those guys were great too.
Robot Iceman.
Remember the guys that went on the ship and then were spraying all the eggs down? They look like robots in the suits, and they were like making everything cold.
Yeah.
And you like the fake icicles hanging and everything. They were using fire extinguishers and they froze a ship.
Is that how you freeze a ship?
So I guess, yeah.
So that was the other question I had was, okay, so we establish, or the film establishes, that heat is like what makes the eggs not hatch, but burst.
Yeah.
Right.
But at one point they like find that like stockpile of eggs and they bring in flamethrowers.
Exactly.
Wouldn't that cause them like all the like explode and burst?
I thought the exact same thing, and it was fine. They just burned them, and it was fine. I'm just like,
I was so confused by that. Because like that's I thought they're gonna be like, oh, bring in the flamethrowers. They'd shoot it, and then like it all explode. Like, oh god, that's a terrible mistake.
Right.
But no, they just took them down.
Did you guys see the world's biggest cigar?
Yeah. Inside the world's laziest parade. People are just like,
what?
There's that parade scene. Like when they first
was that South America?
Yeah.
Yes.
They arrive there and like there's like really young girls smoking tinier
It keeps on
cigars.
showing people smoking cigars.
Right. But then they show the one guy and he's like literally like
I mean, that's what they do in South America, man.
Dude,
Just cigars. That's it.
party.
That's all it is.
Imagine like how lightheaded you would get.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Can't hold up the cigar.
Did they really kill a rat?
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Okay, because I'm just like, that doesn't look fake.
It's a great actor.
Like that, well, yeah, because I'm just like they really blew up a rat.
Yeah,
they did.
definitely.
The explosion, like gut explosions and rat
Those are
explosions.
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So the beginning explosions were pretty. I thought they were much better until then. The end of movie explosions, because the beginning ones there was multiple legs, chest. At the end, it was just like a rectangle on their chest would just blow up, and that was it.
Well, that, and I noticed at the end, if someone's like gut exploded, like right before that happened, their outfit would change slightly.
They're already standing like this.
Yeah, they're ready to go. Yeah.
Can we talk about the egg song?
Yes.
Oh no. And it's so loud and no one hears a thing.
The reason So when I walked in today, Bran had a big book about gnomes on his table. That's what. So whenever I heard that, all I could think of was like mischievous gnomes. I wish this movie was about mischievous gnomes opposed to just stupid fucking eggs.
That would have been
So much more better.
Mars gnomes. Oh my god.
That'd be probably better than this movie.
I feel like gnomes would be like from like Middle Earth or something like that.
Sure, man.
But like,
What if Mars is Middle Earth? I know, right?
What also made me laugh was like about an hour in, like the main henchman and his lady friend or whatever.
Yeah.
They're having breakfast.
yes.
No, but that egg sound is still playing.
Oh.
So it's like, are they having breakfast with the egg?
Just a little. Bon appetit. Thank you.
Those are his babies.
Can you pass the salt? Yes, thank you. In that scene though, so the lady's taking a shower and like,
Yo, how long was that?
That scene was
like 20
terrible.
minutes. And
but so when the egg explodes, like the one guy, you know,
Saves her.
she
Yeah,
saves her.
yeah.
The egg explodes, but it doesn't kill her. And he's like, after the egg explodes, he's like, oh no. He's like, oh, it exploded, but it was completely useless. But did you guys see the piece of food?
Oh,
Dude,
I am so glad I did.
He's like, it was useless, and like it goes on his lip, and then he sucks it back in.
It was completely useless. That woman is still alive.
I'm like, dude. I'm like,
I'm gonna barf.
dude. It was so. Yeah, you gotta watch it.
No, I'm gonna barf. That's so I can't. That stuff just kills me.
Well, in that scene was terrible because so like
Everyone out.
well, the eggs are like the main villain, basically.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. And they like explode. That's their thing.
Yeah.
But they don't move.
No.
So when the woman is like locked in the bathroom with an egg,
Right.
there's zero tension.
Oh, she
Because
didn't
like the egg
she
doesn't
just
move.
needed to
She doesn't move.
Close the shower door. Was it because it was put in the shower? Wasn't it? Like, wasn't it?
No, it was in the bathroom.
It was okay. I thought
Yeah.
it was like in the shower. Okay,
But I had the thought of like just cover it with something.
to do something.
Yeah.
Well, in the beginning, remember when the cop, the doctor was there. He's like, "Don't pick up the egg," and he's like, "It's fine."
Yeah.
he picks up the egg. He puts it right in front of the guy, and then it blows up. He's like, "I don't know what happened."
Yeah.
Yeah. So after the warehouse with the people, when the guy's like, "Drop your guns." They didn't have. I didn't see any guns until the guy finally, which they shoot and they just kill themselves for some reason. And I wrote it. I'm like, "What's going on?"
Let's go.
Like, it seems like they wanted to go one direction, and then like, I don't like the way this is going, and they change a different direction, but they still keep the footage they shot.
Yeah.
Like they didn't know what they wanted to do with this movie. And I liked General Troll. He was my favorite.
General Troll.
Okay, so the colonel, the woman. Remember when she's laid around in the movie, she's sitting down speaking with like other heads and the other heads, I guess. And there was that one army guy sitting next to her in one of the meetings. He was only part of the movie for like 2 minutes, but he looked like a troll and he was the general. And I loved him.
And he is my new best friend.
Yeah.
So when they finally go ahead. Mine's towards the other movie. So
The part where I think it was the guy, that one astronaut that had his brain taken over, and that one weird woman, he went to kiss her.
Which weird woman?
his wife or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. I know what you're talking about.
So he goes to kiss her, and you can see in her eyes she does not want to be kissed.
So yeah, that whole right before they kiss, the camera like zooms in and then just keeps zooming.
Yeah. It's almost like and he's all about like, he's like, I'm gonna kiss.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
He's all about it, and she like, her eyes get really big.
Yeah, they kiss and her like she does like an open eye kiss.
Yeah, she's like, no, like Cleveland in the bathtub.
No,
it's like that. Yeah.
So when we finally see the monster, which is like this weird Cyclops Gumby thing with like a glowing bulb on its forehead.
It reminded me of that movie. I can't remember what it's called. Not this movie, like not the same movie, just how it kind of looked. You ever see that movie about the kid that made his own like spaceship or whatever, and like went to it's a really good movie. And, like there was 2 aliens like that found him.
Mac and me.
No, no.
Apollo 13.
God, talk amongst yourselves. I'm looking this up.
Hey, how you doing?
This beer is good, by the way.
Yes.
It is very good. No, it's basically like this kid, like he gets bullied a lot, so he's like wants to like find friends, and these like these 2 aliens find him, but they look kind of like the alien in this movie, except they're people. They must have had a lot more money because they look really good. I'll tell you when I got it because I talked about it here. So I gotta say it.
A little bit of trivia. According to the director, the alien Cyclops shown towards the end was supposed to be much more animated. Hello. But it was not shown because of problems with the mechanics.
The scene, like when, like the 3, like the main bad guy, and then like, the 2 protagonists are there. You find it?
Explorers.
That's the most vague title ever.
It's called I don't want YouTube. Stop it.
But they're showing the monster, and then all of a sudden, like this, like music is playing. It's like do. It's so to where it sounds like the monster is like seducing them. And like the main bad guy's like, he wants you. And I'm like, ugh. When the monster like eats the main bad guy,
Eats the main bad. Oh no, I loved when the monster ate the Brooklyn cop. You don't remember when the monster ate the Brooklyn cop?
I don't remember. Yeah, because he's the one that like super gets like hypnotized.
Yeah, because there was him and the woman standing there.
It was very much like a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, well, it's so great because
that's what I'm thinking.
He starts walking, yeah, and all of a sudden he like it was a cup, but like I think they made him into like a paper mache man.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden he's just like his mouth's open, but he does not move at all.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And there's like gulp. And
Yeah. So that stuff freaks me out. The really quick, like that stuff. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, so movies called Explorers. Young Ben Crandall, Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke.
Ben Crandall.
Spends his free time watching sci-fi films, playing video games, reading comics. Surprisingly, his affinity for all things fantastical yields a real result.
Does it really say fantastical?
Yeah.
Oh,
when he has a vivid dream about technology, his space-loving friend Wolfgang Mueller, River Phoenix, manages to create a working spacecraft. Joined by their buddy Darren Woods, the boys take it off into outer space and encounter some very odd extraterrestrial life.
Let me see the cover.
Explorers.
Oh, never mind.
It's a really good movie. It's only got like 6.5 stars out of 10. No.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Yeah, sorry.
Right before they bring the 2 heroes to the Cyclops, it was super awkward because like they're tied up or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Not to a chair, but their arms, their wrists are tied.
Yeah.
But like, so they're kind of in this like basement dungeon, whatever. The main villain comes down. He's got a gun and he just walks down the steps and he goes, "It's time to come."
See, and then the monster seduces them.
All right. That's fine. I thought it was very funny, but because they kept on saying how cold this colonel was, like, I can really give her the good D, like that kind of thing. Well, that's what they were kind of saying the entire time. And then at the end, she's like, "Well, if you would have gave me the good D." It's like
I wish you didn't actually say that.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Like your lady voice. It's like the house mom from Facts of Life.
The only one who ever walked out on my cooking was my ex-husband, and that was only because I tried to poison him.
I just take that for that.
My last note is explosion credits.
Yeah. Well, because it was stupid. Yeah, because the monster's dead, everything's done, and then all of a sudden there's an egg in New York.
Yeah, but that's what I don't get is it explodes. They make it seem like it's in a garbage bag.
Right.
Yes.
It explodes.
But no one was around.
Yeah.
And my understanding is it has to hit you to hurt you.
Yeah.
So if anything,
doesn't it only have to be in the vicinity of you? Because like when that one guy, like the one I exploded and the guy's like face exploded, like it was like a really nasty pimple or something.
He was close to it, right? In the very beginning, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, wait, what did you just say?
They never show. Every time they showed somebody exploding, like right before it, they got hit with the goop.
Yeah.
I never saw
I
somebody.
thought you just had to be in the vicinity of it.
I never saw anybody.
No, because
there were those two
I forget when,
other
but
people.
I feel like the Brooklyn cop was in a room with an exploding egg at one point.
Because, I mean, hypothetically, if the girl who was taking the shower, couldn't she just throw a towel over the fucking...
That's what we were saying earlier, yeah. It did make sense. So,
and that's it. And they don't like reproduce when they explode.
no, it's
So when
just...
that egg in New York explodes, like,
Yeah.
okay, that's it.
Well, the one lady's like, oh, it's what'd she call it? It's a bacteria. It's a big like a
artificial bacteria.
I was thinking like a
what the fuck does that
kombucha,
mean?
like that shit that's in kombucha. You know,
Scoby?
yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, they're just Scoby. Yeah. Okay, so I watched this. I watched this on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I found a comment.
Yes.
That I enjoyed very much. Good. By Uncle Daddy.
I don't like that.
Okay.
That's weird if you're both
Come see my dick pics at this address.
Italian writers aren't too bright. But funny movie. Emoji smiley face.
All right. He sounds like a balanced, you know.
So I was
review.
that made me really. I was just like, you know what? You brought him down a peg. Good for you. But you boosted it up afterwards. So yeah,
That's why they call me Uncle Daddy. Don't know why it's Tony Danza, but
it's fine. Yeah, Uncle Daddy. I like Uncle Daddy. It's a funny
I don't have
name.
any box office or budget, but a little bit of trivia. The film was partially funded by Colombian drug dealers. When the movie made money, they were very pleased with their investment.
Yeah, you know what? That's good. It's always
Everyone
nice to get a return. Yeah, it's always nice to get a return.
The first script of the film was titled Alien Arrives on Earth, making no effort to hide that the inspiration was from Ridley Scott's Alien, which came out a year before.
wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
How does this look so terrible?
those Mars scenes were
The spacesuits look
just
awful.
well, it was so because I'm just like, oh, it's New York in the 80s, this is whatever, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we went to Mars. I'm just like, what?
And the cave that they go to looks like an angry bumble.
Yes, it's got like the weird teeth and eyes, so you can tell it's like a whatever.
This noise he makes, like when his teeth get ripped out.
There you go.
Do they take out his teeth? What do they do?
Yeah, because Herbie wants to be a dentist.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to make toys.
But does he just take out his teeth because he has cavities or what? Why
No,
does he-
because I think that's how they make him not.
What, Brand?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Herbie doesn't like to make toys.
No, I get it. I wouldn't want to either. I want
to be a dentist.
Well, I mean, dentists make their money.
Yeah, Herbie wanting to be a dentist. He rips out his teeth to make him not.
Oh, that's
threatening.
fucked up.
Yeah, whatever.
It's like something I saw. Just gonna rip out teeth.
How are you gonna learn?
Dude, I just remember there's that when like Chicago was having like that polar vortex. And there was this meme going around of like the temperatures for the next week. It's the abominable snowman. He's like, I can't find it.
Oh, he's applicable.
Yeah. That's my favorite claymate. Out of all those, that's the best one.
Yeah.
I never Little Drummer Boy fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I never got into the Heat Miser one. I think that's a year without a Santa Claus.
I like the Heat Miser one. I always think I'm gonna like the Little Drummer Boy one.
No,
but
it's
then I watch it and I'm like, this is not good.
Dude, if you're like super sick and you're like fucking couch ridden and you just need to fall asleep, that's a good one.
I could see that. Yeah. No, I've always liked. I think it's because I've always saw the Heat Miser ones. I saw first. So I think that's why it's got more of
more nostalgia.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, when you're a kid, like, that was
Rudolph
the one.
And
I got introduced to Rudolph later on.
And what's the what's the one with the one we were just talking about? That's Rudolph.
Yeah.
It was the Heat Miser, Rudolph, the Little Drummer Boy, and then
there's
there
another
one more?
one.
Isn't there like a Santa Claus is coming to town?
Yeah. But that was the one with what's his face? You're talking about?
No, that's Rudolph.
Is that what?
That's the one with Yukon Cornelius.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's hard to because they all kind of look.
They kind of blend
they
together.
kinda blend, yeah.
Same studio.
Yeah.
Now that we have talked about Contamination and Rankin and Bass, Brand, do you still not recommend Contamination?
I still double now recommend. Yeah, that's right. I said it.
So you do?
No, it's I'm doubling down. Doubling down. Yeah.
Brian, do you recommend Contamination?
No.
Yeah.
No,
I
definitely
still
not.
don't.
I would say out of everything we've watched,
Yes, I
including
agree.
Nick Cage,
Yep.
this was the toughest one to get through.
Yes, agreed.
Yes. And we've watched some fucking fires, dude.
Yeah.
I was trying to think because I had the exact same thought while watching this. What are like a few movies that we've watched that are terrible? The Teeth one with Nicolas Cage.
Time to kill.
Time to Kill. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I hate National Treasure. That's me. I realize that's me.
Like so far, everything in loose cannon has been not
this
too
was
bad.
like an hour and a half, hour and 40. But it felt so much longer.
It felt like it was like because I watched it around like 11:30 and I didn't get done until like 1 in the morning, and I'm just like sitting there trying to keep my eyes open. And I'm just like, this is so. Well, I had to cram it. I had no time this week, and I had to cram it in.
And that's all I get is I feel like you could use like the first 15 minutes, like when the like ship comes to the dock and they investigate and see the eggs. And then you need like the last 15 minutes where like they see the Cyclops and whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's all you need from this movie. Like the whole like hour in the middle.
There was so much filler. It seemed like that.
Filler.
Yeah, that's good. That's fine.
But actually, almost all the South America stuff you don't need.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Well, it's almost like they had like 5 scripts and they just
Make them all.
Well, they took them. They weren't stapled. They threw all the papers up in the air and then gathered up like 30 pages.
So like they work in an office together and then they ran into each other when they're both around the corner.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
let me help you. It's
Exactly.
like, wait, in the wrong files.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying. Ray, what do you rate the beer? Barreled Treasure Imperial
The beer. Okay, so I had this.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I don't like that at all.
Michael Jackson Bart.
He sent that to me, so I put that in the episode.
Yes.
That's very disturbing.
Yes. So I had this.
Why did you look that up?
Why did you look that
my
up?
sister sent it to me, and I don't know why it just popped into my head. But I'm like, I need to show this to you guys.
Oh,
So-
that's very considerate. of
Yeah,
you.
I do what I can. Really,
Probably good to keep some things to yourself.
no, never. Everything that pops into my head, and whatever I have to say it or whatever, it needs to come out.
3.75.
Oh, okay.
I'm so glad that you cut me off because I ramble so much.
3.5 is kind of like my standard. Slightly elevated.
Yeah, I would say maybe 3.25 for me. 2.5 is my starting base, my average.
Right. Brand?
On Untapped, by the way. Follow us on
Yes.
Untapped.
3.75.
Okay. I think that'll do it for this week. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. If you like Nick Cage and horrible great movies from the Cannon Group films, then like, comment, and subscribe for Nick Uncaged podcast.